Hi everyone, my name is Marco. I was invited as an Academy member at UFT School of Cities in 2021, and I'm going to talk about my passion and interest in this program. Anything that has to do with sustainable cities, I think it's very important to address that we as human beings, we are always going to be interacting with our communities, with the services and the challenges that are associated onto that. My passion really resides on looking at what it really constitutes a city, what it really constitutes a community, not only on developed countries, but also with the opportunity to promote sustainable efficient allocation of resources and fair distribution of them on developing countries and communities that are really in need, not only for our generation, but also for the future ones. I would like to really look at the data that we are getting at. Every year, we are really fortunate that we are getting more connected and the flow of information is really increasing exponentially. So what I would really like is I want to take that as an opportunity to look upon about how is the performance of existing cities, what can be improved upon, but not only in developed countries where the majority of data is, but also in developing countries that the majority of inequalities are present there. Hopefully in the future, as more information is coming on board and more research is being done, an opportunity can be given for me to really look upon in having a chance to see what we can do for developing communities that are really are in need, so we can improve upon their quality of life, not only at the current state, but also in the future itself. Currently, I'm working on the extension of a master research project that I did last fall in 2020. Basically, is looking at the progress tracking of the SDG indicators as a way to prioritize which SDGs are most important in the context of sustainable cities and communities. The intent of this is to create a framework that it can provide what are the minimum technology or implementation strategies that we can consider into three main cases. One is on a sustainable approach, trying to find a balance in between the demand that our cities had with the ecosystems. The other one is fair distribution of inequalities that we currently have in the city, trying to minimize that gap and make sure that we are providing a service equally to each one of the inhabitants. And the other one is efficient allocation of resources, trying to make it in such a way that the demands that each one of the cities and communities have will not only have a detrimental effect on the others. So it's a little bit of the balance on that. One of the lessons I learned on COVID-19 is really the importance of the need for human beings to interact each other, not only on a face-to-face conversation, but also on the non-verbal communication that we normally have in between us. By living in a city, by living in a community, there is really that need of having interaction with the people that is around us. Fortunately speaking, we do have technology that can provide us the opportunity to interact virtually. But one of the lessons I have learned is that I really never realized the importance of having face-to-face interaction with people as a way to really understand what has been going on. Most importantly, by going outside, we can see what are the challenges that our communities and cities have, that normally even the media can cover it. It cannot cover the full extent of it. And I think that is one of the biggest lessons that a pandemic has given me, that we need to find ways to minimize, because this pandemic is not going to be the only and last one. There is the potential that new ones will come, and the ideas of having lockdowns or measures that we have implemented as a way to minimize the impact on social health is critical. but we need to really address what we can do as a way to prevent another scenario like this if another pandemic comes. One of the beauties of the School of Cities Academy and Fellowship program is that you are able to interact with a lot of community members, with advisors, with mentors, with even professors itself that can give you another way of looking either at your research, either at your interests, either at your passions. I was really grateful to have the opportunity to interact with many of the academy members that are not only focusing into one specific area of studies. My background is in civil engineering, but when I was having the opportunity to interact with other academy members, they gave me another way of looking at things that definitely it will have an impact on the research that I will be doing, and at the same time on my passions, and to look upon in a different way, which I'm very grateful for. If you have a passion on anything that has to do with cities itself or with communities, how you want to provide your support, your knowledge for the better and the greater good of the communities that are in our society, I highly recommend you to consider at UFT School of Cities. You will be interacting with many academy members as a way to really give you another way of looking at things that can benefit not only your research, but also it can benefit whatever passion you may have that you want to either provide some contribution to for the greater good that we are always trying to try for when we're building a community or when we are building a city. So I recommend you to consider that. Have a look at the program, have a look at the professors, which are really very open, and they are really eager to know you, to hear about your passion, to hear about what you want to provide and to express yourself. They are giving you a lot of tools that you can utilize as a way to express whatever ideas you may have. I highly recommend you, and hopefully we can see each other at the symposium on June 2021. Thank you and have a good day.